truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Little tongue flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them just like my keys drop my on the dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all VBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose, yeah, I jump out the booth, then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot, and all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it, and I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose, make a choice. I need
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Right to the air. Here's Murray. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Mariota got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Mariota flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Patterson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Malik McDowell. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
54, check, watch 54, Okay, just like that, Slap. Check it back.
Murray a give, this is Connor. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Again, it's Connor. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Prater's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll run with Patterson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Falcons at 9-6 now, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. .6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Now Mariota. Right back to Pitts again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Check safety, check safety. Showing it.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Mariota from the gun on third down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you got a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Oh, here we go. Oh, good dance.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with career touchdown number 60. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
First down, Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mariota's throw taken in by London.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 36, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, it's Mariota. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. I got you, son.
From the red zone now, Mariota. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on second down, Mariota. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. On play action, Mariota. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before half for Murray. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Second half will start with a run by Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's Patterson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action now. Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him. And that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here comes Carter. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Murray going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Patterson running between the tackles, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, going back to Patterson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. J.J. Watt.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, Carter. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play action. Now it's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Here's Counter again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Murray a give. This is Counter. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They run. It's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Connor will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Marco Wilson, the one to bring him down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing on second down. Mariota. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Pitts. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Third down, here's Patterson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Mariota. Rolling to his right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This will be fielded at the 17. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Cardinals will add to their 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
On the counter, it's Connor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Again, it's Connor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. And he's got room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, check, block 54, block 54.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will